Well, hi, and thanks for coming and joining me here in my shop. I'm going to be turning this camera into a particle detector. So it's just a regular, it's a Logitech 720p camera. So we're just going to take off this cover here. And I've got 3 little screws. Okay, let's get this top piece off here. So I think the LED is right up in here. I gotta get rid of that. I don't want any light. This is the lens. So I managed to loosen this. It looked like there was a dab of glue on it. I'm able to back this lens out. There we are. There's the actual. Yeah, I want to get this covered with a little bit of tin foil. Just don't want dust going in. I want that tin foil to block any bit of light. I don't want any light getting in there. No electromagnetic radiation, since it's very sensitive to electromagnetic radiation. But it's also sensitive to getting struck by cosmic rays. Okay, so there's my cosmic ray sensor. Now the thing to realize is it's a very, very small spot there. So it's going to take a while for a cosmic ray to pick it off. I think it might take quite a while with a sensor like that. So this study is going to go on for quite a while. So let's take a look at the software now. Okay, here's the software that we're going to use. It's called Theremino Particle Detector version 1. And let's see, we're hooked up to this camera that we're sensing with. And this is going to monitor this for a long period of time and collect on here anything that strikes the sensor with an energy above 5 units. I don't know what the units are, 5 whatever. This is a relative thing. I see a dot. No, it was dirt on my screen. Okay, well this is after 10 minutes and there's a few dots on the screen there, so just leave this running for quite a while. Well, here's the last look for tonight. I'm going to leave this running overnight. I can see a dash here. There's one here. This is where the particle, cosmic ray, has gone laterally through the material in the camera rather than straight through it. There's one up here. So it looks very much like the sky. But we'll see tomorrow what it looks like. Well, it's the next morning now, so this has been recording for a little under 12 hours, I guess, 45,000 seconds. It's picked up 400 hits, and you see them there. And so if we look at them a little bit, let's just 1 second here. So if we look at them a little bit, oh, you can't see my cursor. Well, that's too bad. We'll just carry on. Unfortunately, you'll not be able to see the cursor on the screen as I move it around, but let's try this. So if we look at the right hand side, roughly in the middle, right at the edge, close to the edge there, you'll see a streak or a line. You see a similar line close to the center of the screen, kind of a reddish colored or yellowish colored, fairly bright one. If you look around, you see a number of other dashes or lines. So those are of great interest. Those are particles which, rather than penetrating through the camera sensor perpendicularly, they've come in at some kind of an angle and sliced through it, spending more time in the material, like this one. I mean, the ultimate would be to see a streak go right across the screen, but I don't see anything like that, and I'm going to guess it wouldn't even be visible because it just wouldn't be enough light. There comes a point where it's just not generating enough of a reaction. Not sure of that though, but I don't see anything quite like that. So that's kind of an interesting thing, but I would guess that's just coincidence. We have to watch out when you're looking at random stuff to read too much into it. Pretty neat though. I think that's really neat. Great. Wow. Well, there's no doubt. There's cosmic rays hitting my house here in Aurelia. I better stand a little to the left of where the sensor is if I want to stay out of the stream. So, well, thanks a lot for watching, and very simple thing to do, obviously. You can see the name of this piece of software. Oh, you cannot see it on the screen. This is called the... Well, I'll write it in the description so you can download this piece of software. I think this might be useful for other purposes too. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I got to come up with a new experiment now. This one actually worked in the end.